Yo, what's good, everybody? Bass Drop Keys, your friendly neighborhood Negro. And in today's video, guys, we're going to be giving you a brand new updated recipe for our Good Eats 420 style Kool-Aid. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's do it. And before we go further in this video, I do gotta let you know that this video is being sponsored by magicalbutter.com. Use Bass Drop Keys to get 20% off your order with magicalbutter.com. We want to thank them for sponsoring today's video and sponsoring me in general. Bass Drop Keys, 20% off your order on magicalbutter.com. Also, guys, if anybody's interested in getting some of my brand new merch, the Trust None merch, if you want hoodies or t-shirts or tank tops, click the link that's in the description. It's going to take you over to Teespring, where you can get some of my brand new merch, Trust None. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get into today's video. In today's video, we're doing an update video for the Kool-Aid video that we've already done on the channel. I appreciate everybody that's been watching that video, but I no longer make my Kool-Aid that way. If you make the Kool-Aid that way, you have to deal with a lot of separation, and there's a lot of things that you can do in order to help with the separation. But just to get rid of that altogether, and so that we don't have to deal with it, I'm going to give you guys the brand new way that I do the Kool-Aid now. Well, it's not brand new to me, but like I said, I haven't updated you guys yet. This is what I was talking about doing the update videos. I did that Kool-Aid video last year, so I've already had a year of experience of doing it different ways now. And for me, this is the best way to do it in order. Well, we'll talk about it in just a second, but this, for me, is the best way to do it. And we're going to get into it right now. Let's do it.
Speak with clarity, 'cause there's too much noise around us. Or maybe it's just me. There's treasure in the sea, yeah, but I'm just too dry to reach it. So speak sincerely. Around lately, the world seems to be the same.
Alright guys, so real quickly here, we got to do some math. I got to show you why it's going to be better for you to do it this way as opposed to the way that we was doing it before. With this method right here, you're able to pack in more THC than you're able to pack in with the sugar and the honey, and you're not affecting the taste of your Kool-Aid as much. Let me show you what I mean. Let's go ahead and do some math right here, and it'll all make sense in just a second. Check this out. So the picture that we're doing right now is 1 gallon. 1 gallon is 128 fluid ounces, okay? Now, if you're making this for yourself, it's going to be in a pitcher, but you know, most of the time when people are making this, they're going to be portioning it out in the bottles. So we're going to actually be portioning this out. Whenever I'm doing it, I'm actually portioning it out in the 16 fluid ounce bottles. So we're going to divide this by 16, and that gives us 8. That means that every pitcher of Kool-Aid that we make, we'll be able to fill up 8 16 fluid ounce bottles with it. Now at this point, it's all about how strong do you want to make your bottles. whenever I'm doing the bottles, whenever I'm selling them or giving them away or whatever it is that you get rid of them or drinking them or whatever the case is, I want my bottles to be at least 100 milligrams. That's a great thing. But like I said, you could always do more, 200 or however strong you want to make it, you can definitely do it. But whenever I'm doing it, I want each bottle to be at least 100 milligrams. Like I said, you can always do more or less, so whatever the case is, that's up to you. But when I'm doing it, 100 milligrams. So that means that we need to have at least 800 milligrams of THC in the pitcher of Kool-Aid. If we want each bottle to have 100 in it, we need to have at least 800 milligrams of THC. This is what I was talking about using the tincture as opposed to using the sugar and the honey. When using the sugar and the honey, you have to just keep into consideration the sweetness of the honey and how much you're medicating it. When you're doing it this way, the sugar, we're using regular sugar. The sugar is taking care of the sweetness in the Kool-Aid for us. And all we're doing with the tincture is we're adding in the THC. And so by using the Everclear that we use, you definitely can get stronger Everclear if you want to. But the stronger Everclear means that it's just a higher proof and it's going to burn your throat and burn your mouth more. That don't mean that it's making the tincture better. So if you use the proof that we use right here, you can actually, get everything that you want from the THC whenever you're making your tincture. And now when we're making our Kool-Aid, it's going to affect the taste of the Kool-Aid a lot less because the Everclear that we use is not as strong as the one that we could have got, the strongest one. That's not the strongest one right there. So that's the reason why you would get a lower proof Everclear, is so that we don't mess up the taste of our Kool-Aid, but we're still able to medicate it. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. So as I just said, we need 800 milligrams of THC in our pitcher. 800, right? You know from the video of us making the tincture that every tablespoon is 128 milligrams. So let's go ahead and divide this by 128. 6.25. That means that we need 6.25 tablespoons in order to have 800 milligrams of THC inside of the pitcher of Kool-Aid. So let's go ahead and just say we put in 7. So do 7 times 128 equals, that's 896. So if we go ahead and just put in 7 tablespoons, that's 896 divided by 8. That means that every bottle will have 112 milligrams of THC in it. Well, what happens if we do like, say we put in 10 tablespoons? So we put in 10 tablespoons, 128, we put in 10 tablespoons, just add a 0 right there. Divide that by 8, and that'll be 160. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what we're gonna do right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in 10 tablespoons inside the pitcher. So that means if we want to fill up our 8 bottles, each bottle will have 160 milligrams of THC in it, which is great in my opinion. But you can do it as strong or as not as strong as you want. It's totally up to you. That's the point about making the tincture as strong as possible. If you make the tincture as strong as possible, if you could have every tablespoon being 128 milligrams or 150 milligrams or 200 milligrams, that means it's less tincture that you have to put inside your Kool-Aid. That means that it's going to change the taste of your Kool-Aid a lot less. So the stronger you make your tincture, not the stronger meaning what proof you get, that's just going to mess up the taste. But stronger meaning as much cannabis as you can put inside your tincture to make it as strong as possible. That means the less tincture that you'll be having to put inside your Kool-Aid, and the less that it's going to mess up the taste or change the taste, whatever taste you're looking for. So guys, that's it. I really appreciate all the love from everybody. I hope that this video helped. Just make sure that you just do it separate. Use the sugar to sweeten it up. Use the tincture to upgrade it, and you will have yourself some fantastic Kool-Aid. You don't have to worry about the separation and going through the whole process of dealing with that. Forget all that. Just do it this way right here. So guys, thank you very much. Give me the thumbs up. Please join the membership program right here on the channel. If you want to support off of the channel, join Patreon. It really does help with doing these videos right here. If you're interested in getting one of the Trust None t-shirts, tank tops, or hoodies, click the link that's in the description. It's going to take you over to Teespring where you can order one. Oh, also, I do have more shirts and more designs coming. So just give me a little time and more designs and t-shirts are coming. So guys, thank you very much. I really appreciate you. Until I see you guys the next time, peace and good eats. I'll see you guys. I'm out.